Welcome into our Week 4 predictions. My name is Jake, along with my co-host, Mr. Eduardo here.
Okay.
Here we are. We're going to be covering Week 4 college football. Today, we're not going to cover the SEC games.
No, that's not.
Saving that tomorrow for the big Week 1 SEC games. So we're going to cover all the top 25 games outside of the SEC.
Yes.
You ready to go?
Let's go for it, man.
All right. First, we're going to start off with Kansas State at number 3, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's favored by 27.5.
Okay.
And just a quick little note here. Albeit Oklahoma played like Montana State, they allowed 135 yards.
Yes,
Okay.
they were pretty good.
Kansas allowed 489 yards.
And then also Central Arkansas.
Arkansas State.
Arkansas State. Sorry about that.
So, this 27.5 point spread, albeit it seems a little high, especially with Oklahoma starting redshirt freshman Spencer Rattler, who did look impressive.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
He's impressive. But the defense, 135 yards, it don't matter who you're playing, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I want to take Kansas State to cover, but I'm gonna ride the OSU defense and take their offense to put up some big numbers. I believe Oklahoma had 600 some yards, so give me this one.
Okay, for me, man, this is like kind of difficult because last time Oklahoma State failed me really, really bad. I know it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. But you know what? I'm going with my gut. They're gonna cover the spread. They're gonna cover it. So it's Oklahoma all the way.
All right, so we got Oklahoma, both of us there. Not a bad pick. Then we're gonna start off with neither one of us are a fan, but our hometown ECU Pirates are hosting the Florida Knights.
Okay, all right. I know I'm laughing because I've been going. Jake and I have been going to many ECU games. You know, because we want to see the other teams. And one of our friends is a big fan he's a big ECU fan, so we could just go there to hang out with him. But it's a massacre.
As you see here, we were supposed to be going. We were supposed to play ECU this year and trade home games with them next year. So they were actually supposed to be going to Williams-Brice. We were actually going to go to that game, and then next year they were going to come here to Dowdy-Ficklin and play in Greenville, North Carolina.
Which you can't wait.
This year's game was canceled. Hopefully next year's can be on target.
Yeah, definitely.
They come here, so we'll be on that.
I mean, it's going to be a massacre, but...
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. We could be in another rebuilding year.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You never know.
But, it's favored by 27 points. I automatically like the 27 points. Gabriel... And his
Dylan Gabriel,
4 TDs. They won 49-21 over Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and they proved the defense came in clutch. So they forced so many fumbles. And the bad thing with ECU last year, they were bad. I mean, they look good with horrible teams. And
Mike has helped them, but they give up too many points. That's why I think this 27-point spread is very favorable to UCF. Because I could see them beating them by 30.
Yeah, because...
and score. But this is their first game, so it's going to be... UCF's already got in, got their feet wet. Mm-hmm. ECU hasn't even touched the field. So I'm going to take UCF to cover to take this game.
For me, that's easy. I'm going UCF. The guys proved me good last week, and Georgia Tech is way, way better team than ECU. ECU, we still don't know what they're going to do.
Right.
So UCF all the way.
UCF, baby. Here's an interesting one.
Go for it.
Southern at number 19, UL Lafayette. Lafayette's 13.5.
Okay.
Georgia Southern did win their first game.
Mm-hmm.
They're both giving up around 365 yards a game. I believe Georgia Southern gave up 369.
Mm-hmm.
UL Lafayette, I think, was 361 or vice versa. So they're giving up around the same amount. But after watching
the Georgia State
struggle at Georgia State, they are at home.
Yeah.
Georgia Southern, but it's a 13.5. So they need 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
To
All right. So who you think?
Tricky one, but you know what? I picked them last week. They failed me. Fool me once, shame on me. Give me UL to take this. I believe they will bounce back and make a statement.
I mean, they're gonna win. No wonder what. No matter what, they're gonna win.
Let's hope.
I mean, Georgia State scared them really good. I think everybody got shocked because Georgia State played so well last week. To me, they deserve to win. Even if I didn't want to, they deserve that win because.
Yeah, they played really well.
Yeah, Lafayette fell me down so bad. Dude, I was expecting more from them. Levi, please don't fail me out this week, man. I put so much faith on you on week 2, so give me Lafayette. Give me Luciano Lafayette.
All right. Yeah. We're too much alike this week. If we end up picking the same games, we'll have to swap out one.
Yeah, don't worry, there's gonna be change here and there.
Here was our letdown of the week last week. Number 20 and the second back-to-back ranked matchup.
Okay.
24 Louisville at 21st ranked Pitt. Pitt's favored by 3. This is a tough one for me because although Louisville lost to Miami, I do think Miami's getting better. Like we said last week, I don't think they're back, but I think they're getting there. Much better team. I think Louisville will beat Pitt, so I'm going to take Louisville over Pitt.
Okay. This is
Pitt, like we said last week, Syracuse has a pretty good defense, but Pitt didn't make all that much happen, although Louisville's defense was terrible last week.
It was not terrible. It was trash.
Moved all around too much. I don't know if Pitt's going to
I know.
turn over like Miami did, so I'm going to take Louisville to win.
So, yeah, isn't Pitt quarterback is Kenny Pickett, right? No, Pickett?
Yes,
yeah, okay.
Correct.
All right. He didn't play that well last week. They used all the quarterbacks against Syracuse, if I'm right. But for me, you know what? This is what's going to change. I know Pitt can have a good defense, and Louisville let me down because we saw the game. We saw how bad the defense was, and the bad thing is, if the defense doesn't show up, Louisville is going to lose.
Well, so you're taking Pitt.
I'm taking Pitt.
Yeah. Well, it's like I mentioned.
It's like a 50-50 here.
Louisville had 3 turnovers. They outgained Miami yards wise. If they don't turn the ball over, like I said, I believe it was 47-34.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't turn the ball over 3 times. Just say they got 3 field goals. You're looking at a 47-43 game. Turn one of those into touchdowns, you've got a tie game. If they manage to score all 3 times, they could have won the game.
Yeah,
so they got to protect the ball. If they do that, I think they manage.
But I mean, Pitt's defense is not that bad, so that's why I'm picking Pitt, and I'm really hoping
they put up 600 yards.
Yeah, but I'm really hoping that Kenny comes and clutch this one. Like don't use all 3 quarterbacks. Just keep Kenny. Hopefully he can actually have the offense going and not struggle like they did against Syracuse. I mean, they won against Syracuse, but I feel like could have won for more points. So hopefully, in my opinion, Pitt will actually get it together and win. And I feel like Louisville after losing it against Miami, he maybe shook their season. So that's where I'm going with Pitt.
That's fair. I think personally this is an easy one. You got number 8 Texas at Texas Tech. Just a quick little tidbit. Both teams are 1-0.
Yeah.
But Tech beat Houston Baptist in week 1. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Houston Baptist. Who was that? I don't know.
They're a football team. They're in the second division, I think.
33.
Okay.
And this was a team that is known for high-powered offenses. Sure, there are former head coaches coaching Arizona right now, doing a great job. But it's 18-point line in favor of Texas. Texas, although it was a 0-1, demolished in week 1. They looked good. Give me Texas covering the spread. I know I'm going big this week, but I'll take it. I'm thinking some of these teams are gonna flex their muscles.
Yeah,
a little.
some of them had they're gonna live to their potential this week.
Yeah.
Because
I hope so for my sake in this pick and the
Because like
spread.
last week, no one actually picked up their own weight. That's a lot of the teams fell so bad. They won their games,
Yeah, but just watch them come out there and just run the ball the whole game and just like cruise and let their defense
my
just over the spread for us.
for me, the only issue I got is I haven't seen that much of Texas Tech to have like a clear mind.
They did not look good.
So you know what? Give me Texas. They're gonna cover the spread. Just give me Texas.
Nice pick. This is an interesting one
Okay.
for me. Talked about. It's number 22 Army at number 14 Cincinnati. It's interesting. It's a 13.5 point line in favor of Cincinnati.
Yes.
It's interesting because it's weaker opponents, but Army in their 2 games that they've played
Mm-hmm.
are allowing 3.5 points a game
They're
and allowing 192 yards.
Mm.
That's pretty good. I mean, of course, it was against lesser opponents, but I mean, even some teams, especially if you're bringing in second, third string guys, you might give up a touchdown.
Yeah, definitely.
But only 3.5 points in 2 games.
Hey, this is one of the questions. This could be a mirage. This could be a mirage. Some teams can play it. They can beat the living crap out of small schools, and then when they play a ranked team, they get exposed. Because remember, Army was good. I think last year they were doing well, and then they start dropping games. So for me, and the way I know,
Courthouse in their conference.
Yeah.
And they put up over 500 yards last week, about 250 each. So they were very balanced. So, and I believe Army's defense allowed like 50 yards or so rushings. The rest of that is passing. So I think Cincinnati can break through this, but I wouldn't be surprised if Army actually showed up and was legit. But since they've only played lesser opponents, again, I'm going big this week. I'm going to take Cincinnati. Give me Cincy.
All right, Cincinnati played Austin Peay last week, and they completely destroyed those poor guys. Well, I only gave my opinion on that. Austin Peay, hopefully, a couple years to actually have another winning season like last year. But for me, I mean, they're the second division, so it's all right. They're from the Ohio Valley, so poor guys. Anyways, back to Cincinnati to Cincy. All right, I'm gonna go with Cincy because they have a good offense. Every year they've been looking great, and their coach he knows what he's doing over there. And so pretty much my guess is Cincinnati is they're gonna cover the spread. That's how high I'm going. Cincinnati is gonna cover the spread because I feel that the Army is gonna get exposed finally.
That's you think they're gonna more? You think they're gonna? Well, they need if they win by 2 touchdowns, they've covered it. How much do you think they'll?
I feel like they're gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go balls out. They're gonna go by 17.
17.
Because like I said, Cincinnati is well known for being a really high offense.
I like that. All right, let's move on to what's probably gonna be the dump of the week game here. The old West Virginia at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is a joke. The Big 12 is a joke. That was for Oklahoma State to win by 7. I don't even care. Screw it. I'm going to take West Virginia to upset because Oklahoma State pissed me off that much.
Actually, I got one upset, but it's not this one. This week, it's not this one. You know what? Okay. Spencer, don't let me down. Chuba.
I don't care if I don't get a point on this one. I'm just so pissed off at Oklahoma, how bad they were last week.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they'll bounce back. But no, you've lost it for me.
I mean, yeah, Tulsa gave them a run for their money, and their defense was amazing. They should have won that game, though, in my opinion. Tulsa deserved that win. But anyways, for me, I'm being too much high on Oklahoma State, and I know they failed me last week, and they were our third of the week, or the crappy team, our worst performance of the week for us.
They were Bobby Petrino.
They were Bobby Petrino of the week for us. I'm gonna go with Oklahoma State.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm gonna stay loyal. I know they're gonna lose one of these weeks, but I feel like it's not this week, man. It's not this week.
All right. I think I might know your upset because I think I got it too. Let's go ahead and move on to one that will not be an upset. And this is the line that we have, but I've seen the line be a little different here on this game. It's a little wonky. It is a rivalry game. Florida State at number 12, Miami. Our line that we picked is 11. Florida. If there's the worst team in the country to me right now is Florida State.
Oh, they're a dumpster fire.
Flat out. Straight dumpster fire. I'm going to take Miami probably to win this by 20.
You know what? We're gonna eat our. I'm gonna eat my words from last week. Gotta give props to Miami. They did the plays. King looked great last week.
All right. Here's my let's see. Here's my stat of the week here. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say Miami. I'm gonna say they forced 4 turnovers in this game. They had 3 last week against Louisville. James Blackman is a toothpick. If the wind blows too hard, he's off the field. Yeah. So, he's a joke.
It's like a crystal man, not a glass man. They touch, he breaks it. Anyways, for me, you know what? I know last time. Just because I want to have a sleep with a peace of mind. Give me the U. It is what it is. Give me the U. They're gonna cover. They're gonna cover spread. Yep.
All right.
Even if I hate it.
Upset of the week, which I believe might be your upset of the week too, buddy.
All
right. We're sitting at Troy at number 18, BYU.
Yeah, give him. Yeah, like I said, this is my upset of the week.
I can mark this vote down for Troy.
Because I've been watching a little bit of Troy for the past years. And they've been improving each year.
And I've got the little note here. 2016, they lost at number 2 ranked Clemson 30-24.
Yeah, they give them a run for their money.
The next season, 2017, is when they knocked off 25th ranked LSU at LSU 24-21.
Because I forgot who's the coach for Troy, but
that same season, they won 11 games. They're pretty good.
That's a bad thing with Troy because they're not a big conference, but they've been winning games and they have been improving each year. And BYU, I know they're ranked.
They're playing like giant killers.
Yeah,
they frequently play Boise State as well.
Yeah,
but State usually handles them. But BYU, they also don't play. They're independent. They don't play a lot of tough games. So I think Troy's going to...
Yeah, Troy is going to knock them out.
They put up just under 500 yards against Tennessee State. I think they'll beat BYU. And I think it'll be something like... It'll probably end up being something around that 24, 27, 21.
Yeah.
Something like that. Probably keep it close, but they'll win.
How much is the spread for this game?
It's 14 points in favor of BYU, so they got them winning by 2 touchdowns.
All right, for me, they're not going to cover the spread. I don't see it. But I see Troy upsetting
Navy in game 1, 55-3. But don't forget, like we discussed, Navy in the offseason did not even tackle in practice. So they really weren't prepared for game 1.
You want to see the difference. They struggle so much with Tulane, and no offense to Tulane, they're not there.
And the thing with Navy, just like the thing with Army and a lot of FCS schools in general, some of them are starting to get out of it, but a lot of them, especially military schools, they run the triple option.
Yeah.
If you can stop the run,
that's it.
That's
GG.
it. Because they ain't going to run no passing game the whole time.
True.
I think Troy's going to surprise me.
Like I said, before we started the podcast and everything, I've been, like you even know before we started this, that Troy has been impressing me for the past couple of years. I know a lot of people don't give them a lot of props, but for me, the moment we know we're going to have this game, I was like, you know what? Troy is going to upset somebody this year. And I see the first team they're going to upset is going to be BYU. Because, I don't see BYU beating Troy. I may eat my words Sunday afternoon, but I give me Troy all the way.
And And then we had Notre Dame versus Wake Forest. That game has been postponed. It looks like they're trying to reschedule for next week.
Mm-hmm.
I think both teams may have had an off season, so that game off season, a bye week.
A bye week. Off season. That's not good.
Here's the last game for today.
Okay.
And this one, believe it or not, I was actually tempted to have this as an upset as well. It was North Carolina State at Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's ranked 20th. They're favored by a touchdown.
Okay. This one, I don't see nobody covering the spread, to tell the truth. I don't see it. Because,
Right.
Alright, let's see. Oh my God.
You're going to get 3-3.
Okay. Alright, okay, let's see. This one is the toughest one I got. Now that I think about it. I mean, 2 minutes ago, I think I knew who I was going to choose, but now everything changes. Because, okay, NC State can show up, or it can do the NC State thing they do when they don't show up, or they start winning and they start playing like after the second half, like sometimes they usually do. Because last season they had some games they could have won, but they just let them go. And Virginia Tech is Virginia Tech. Let's be real. Since Michael Vick
is also inconsistent, but they still manage to win games.
Yeah, they know how to close them. I gotta get to that.
Point spread here for Virginia Tech to only win by a touchdown, but then again, I could see them winning by 6.
True.
So I really want to take North Carolina. I also think they could drop this to NC State because Virginia Tech hasn't played yet.
Yeah,
but since Virginia Tech is at home, I think they'll get it done. So I will end up taking Virginia Tech, but this one is a toss-up.
Okay, I was thinking Virginia Tech, but last week Wake Forest and NC State had a great game, which I love my games with a lot of points, and at least everybody showed up, which is awesome. Call me a loser, but I'm going with NC State, going with the Wolfpack.
Damn, so you got 2 upsets.
Yeah, I see this one as an upset because I was thinking Virginia Tech, but they haven't played, and I don't know what they got this year, and we don't know how many people opt out because I haven't keep up with Virginia Tech, but we have seen NC State, and they know how much they can score. The point is,
it was also against Wake Forest.
Yeah, but
I'm dumping on Wake Forest, but kind of am.
Sometimes they got some good games. That's all you gotta give them. Sometimes they actually showed up. That's mentioned with Wake Forest.
This is my toss-up of the week.
Because for me, like I said, I was thinking Virginia Tech, but I'm going NC State. I don't see nobody covering. It's gonna be like a really close game. Probably it's gonna be a difference between 3 points, or maybe Virginia Tech is gonna show up and mop the floor with NC State. But for now, I'm keeping NC State.
So we've got a 3-game difference. I've got Louisville, you've got Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
I've got West Virginia as one of my upsets. You've got Oklahoma State, and I've got Virginia Tech, and you've got NC State with the upset.
Yep.
And again, I feel you on the Oklahoma State. I do think they'll probably ultimately win, but no, not when you do me dirty like that.
Because I think
Louisville, it is what it is. Miami had a good game, but that's just embarrassing.
Yeah, what Oklahoma State did last week.
Conference outside of Oklahoma and Texas so far is done.
Yeah.
So that's that. But that wraps it up for the Week 4 schedule.
Yep.
As it is, and we are considering the SEC, although it's Week 4, this is Week 1 for the SEC. So we will be covering all those games tomorrow night. Except for
the South Carolina game. That's going to be by itself. But anyway.
So, else to add, Mr. Ed?
Oh, not much, man. This is pretty much some of the games I was waiting for. Really hoping everything goes well this week. And I just want to see some good football because, that's what everybody wants.
Better football because we've got big boy football coming back.
And there's a couple games I'm waiting for, but my only game I was hoping to see, hopefully I can see this week, will be Troy against BYU. Because, I'm thinking that Troy are going to prove people wrong this year.
What do you think is going to be the game of the week? I got mine, in my opinion.
Okay, for me, okay, so how the games we talk about,
No, I'm talking about in general, like period.
period.
Yeah. My game of the week, what I think will be the game of the week, will be Kentucky and Auburn. I think that's going to be a very good game.
I mean, we just talked about it. I'm thinking between the Army and Cincinnati. Because.
Hopefully, I mean, I'd love to see Cincinnati flat blow them out because I like Cincy. I like
Because, like I
Finkel.
said, it could be a game that is a hard, like, really high score game. Or one team is going to prove, hey, I'm ready to make that jump. And prove people that we can be more than just a, low ranked team. So that's what I see. This is the game that's going to feel like, okay, who's for real in this conference? Army or Cincinnati?
Well, Army is an Indy.
Oh, yes, for Indy. His name is with the other one. But I just want to see who's going to be better.
Navy is in the AAC,
Okay.
but Army independent.
Like with Notre Dame, because, Notre Dame played nobody.
Well, this Notre Dame's in the ACC, which they might as well just go ahead and jump in there.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get Clemson a run for their money every once in a while.
Yeah.
I think Clemson manhandling, but whatever.
It is what it is, man.
But yeah, so all right, so that's it. That's it for week 4, ladies and gentlemen. We got nothing else to add. Thank you for stopping by. If you made it this far, if you didn't make it this far, give us a subscribe and like the video and follow us on.
Twitter.
I'll try to post the link.
Yeah, for Twitter below. And please, in the comments, give us something, what you think. If we're like, you agree with us, or you don't agree with us, and which one is going to be your game of the week. Because we would like to know, too,
Yeah. Also, let us know what your turd of the week will be.
Yeah.
Go to Oklahoma State. Nah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I know who's going to be, but I'm gonna let that for the next video, so. Alright, guys, so that's it from us. Peace out, and we'll see you in the next one.